So that was a shopping trip to remember. So, I'll give you a bit of a backstory. Last night we had a takeaway. We were meant to have a takeaway Monday because I was working all weekend, but Elliot decided he wanted to do whatever and anything he could to stay awake. He was hungry, he needed the toilet, he wasn't tired. So we didn't have it because time was getting on, and by the time we come down we would have been late having food and it would have sat heavy on my wife's stomach and we just didn't have one. So we had it last night. I fancied a kebab, my wife wanted a burger, so we ordered from the local kebab shop. Normally they are pretty top-notch kebabs, pretty top-notch burgers. We always order from there. So, going shopping now this morning, dropped my wife off at work. My wife's like, oh, when you drop me off, do you mind just, you know, getting a few bits that we need? I was like, yeah, no worries. Went in the shop, walking around, just having a little glance. All of a sudden, I had the urge to have a poo. And it got to the point where I was feeling sweaty, and I honestly thought I was going to crap myself. So, I'm walking around now, and I'm like, right, I should be alright. Quickly get what we need. Don't dilly-dally. Just go and get what we need, and then go home. So the pain sort of subsided. I thought, right, maybe I'm in the clear now, maybe I'm alright. Near the end now, it comes back, and I'm like, oh my god, I really need the toilet now. And I was thinking, I'm going to have to go in the public toilets. I don't want to go in the public toilets, but I'm going to have to. So, I ring my wife. I thought, right, I've got everything now. I said, ring my wife. I said, oh my god, I'm going to She's like, oh quick, you better just go. I was like, I don't want to go in the toilets. I'd rather try and wait till I get home. I said, do we need anything else? Told her what we had. She's like, oh yeah, we need chicken stock cubes and that's it. And I was like, all right, okay. So quickly went and got them. All of a sudden, the pain comes back, and I'm like, oh no, I'm too far gone. I'm going to poo myself. So I quickly rushed to the till. I had visions of me having to sprint to the public toilets and just go in. So I get to the till, quickly pay, use my club card, you know, the usual, go out. And at this point now, I'm probably walking like I crap myself. Just squeezing my cheeks together just so I can get to the car and hopefully sit on it till I get home. Get to the car, put everything in. And if anybody from Tesco's watches this, I'm so sorry, I had to leave my trolley where I parked because there's no way I was walking down towards the trolley shelter just to put the trolley back, so I am really sorry. Start the engine, I've got like 10-mile range in my car, and it's about 8 to my house, and I'm like, oh no. So, luckily, they've got pay a pump, so I've had to quickly just slap in some fuel, and then go. So I'm getting home, I'm on my way home, literally probably about halfway, and all of a sudden the pains are getting worse. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm doing breathing like you would if a woman is having contractions, if they're having a baby. I'm like, trying to like, no, please don't crap yourself in the car. So managed to make it home. I literally opened the boot, grabbed the toilet paper, ran in the house, and I literally just made it. I think if I'd left it any longer, it would have been goodnight Irene, and I would have needed new seats for my car, or a new car, because I probably would have had to have burnt it. So, and then I messaged my wife and said, I made it, everything's fine. So I got it just in time. She's like, oh Christ. So, yeah, Tesco's. You can use your club card. Every little helps. I'm just glad I remembered the toilet paper.